Hey, Gabriel here with the Icon Capture GPS Intelligence Brief for May 25th, 2026. All right, commercial research analysts and business development leads, we need to talk because this is one of those boards where if you only look at the opportunity count, you are going to misread the market. Here's what I want to do with you today. I want to walk through the new opportunity flow, the legislative and executive movement, the regulatory and court signals, and then bottom line what this means if you're actually managing a portfolio right now and trying to decide where to lean in, where to stay patient, and where you may be kidding yourself. Before I go any further, 2,827 opportunities surfaced. Positioning windows opening. The board is open. Most firms have not reorganized yet. The current cohort is the GPS Positioning Window Review. 8 firms, 1 Shipley certified capture manager, your book against this terrain. Code GPS 282 holds one of 8 seats and the extended 30-day preview that follows. Links in the description. Now, let's read the board. So let's get right to the facts. Over the last 168 hours, GPS surfaced 2,027 new opportunities posted on SAM.gov. 364 legislative signals, 0 federal hiring signals across 0 agencies. 27 C-SPAN captures. And all of that is happening while market BCL is 2%, with 0 agencies stalled under the continuing resolution. In our latest synthesis of the opportunity flow, one thing stands out starkly. 2,027 new opportunities have surfaced in the past 168 hours. That's quite a surge, but let's dissect it. While the raw volume is impressive, the top postings like the multiple award schedule and specific award notice entries lack disclosed amounts. This lack of financial detail can obscure the true value, demanding a deeper dive beyond just headline numbers. The commercial research analysts who've been tracking this market know that volume without visibility can inflate noise without contributing clarity. The capture ticker has been particularly insightful this week, allowing us to sift through the noise and focus on what truly matters. Accessibility. Managers who read this tape understand that high-volume periods often mask access barriers. With no legislative or regulatory updates in the FR, DFARS, and 0 change in court opinions, the regulatory landscape remains stagnant. This stability might seem like a green light, but it also means that the procedural hurdles in place are unchanged. So, while the opportunities are there, the path to securing them isn't necessarily wide open. Interestingly, the business capture lag, BCL percentage, remains at 0, indicating that while opportunities are present, conversion may be lagging due to these accessibility issues. The board's message is clear. The flow is there, but accessing and translating it into tangible wins requires strategic navigation. For business development leads, this means putting an emphasis on relationship building and understanding the subtleties of each opportunity's requirements rather than relying solely on volume. Shifting to our secondary signals, the absence of terrain holes, hiring spreads, court opinions, and lobbying clusters paints an intriguing picture. This lack of movement in typically active arenas suggests a period of market equilibrium, or perhaps a deceptive calm before a storm. For commercial research analysts, this scenario suggests market mispricing, where the lack of visible activity might lead some to underestimate underlying opportunities. The non-existent hiring within agencies and the stagnant lobbying environment may mislead some into thinking there's a lack of investment in growth or advocacy. However, seasoned analysts will recognize this as a chance to make smart portfolio moves. It indicates that the market is either silently consolidating or preparing for a strategic pivot. The capture terminal, a tool I frequently use to read the board, suggests that while overt signals are minimal, the undercurrents hold potential for those who are looking beyond the obvious. For business development leads, the key takeaway here is to focus on sectors that traditionally thrive when traditional signals are low. It's a classic case of reading between the lines, where the absence of expected activity signals an approaching shift. Positioning now, before the hiring ramps up or lobbying clusters form, could lead to advantageous positioning when the market inevitably recalibrates. In essence, what we're observing is a unique market lull that offers a window for strategic positioning. It's about anticipating the next move, recognizing that the quiet now could be the precursor to complex shifts in the landscape. The commercial GPS market remains highly fragmented, with varied demand signals across federal and commercial sectors. As commercial research and business development leads, consider the following. Are we adequately aligning our offerings with the specific requirements of federal demand signals? How do our commercial strategies leverage adjacent market opportunities without overextending resources? Are we effectively synthesizing monthly data shifts to inform strategic adjustments and maintain competitive advantage? Our conviction is clear: staying adaptable and data-driven in response to both federal and commercial dynamics will position us to capitalize on emerging opportunities and sustain growth. Now, I want to bring back what I mentioned at the top, because after everything we just walked through, it lands differently. The capture terminal gives you live searchable access to the same intelligence driving this brief, filtered to your portfolio, your agencies, your ANAICS codes. The GPS positioning window review, 8 firms, a credentialed capture manager verified at verify.the-icon.ai, reading your book against this specific terrain. If you read this market right now and you want someone qualified to look at where you're overextended, where you're underpositioned, and which windows are still reachable, that is what this session is for. Code GPS282 holds one of 8 seats. Cohort attendees get the 30-day extended preview. Everything is at communities.theicon.ai/capture the-govcon-elite. 6.4 million records, 4 verticals ready, provenance traced from bill to award. Like and subscribe if you're managing a federal grant, research, GovCon, or commercial portfolio. I drop a new GPS brief every weekday. All links, terminal preview, Shipley sessions, live cohort calendar, and the full brief are at communities.theicon.ai/capture/the-govcon-elite. Register free, and it's all there. This is Gabriel. I'll see you tomorrow. I notice there has been no activity for a while.